Okay, we're doing something a little different. Whoa, hold on. We are simultaneously going live on Facebook and Instagram. Welcome to church. Sundays talking boxing. I've got a little bit of news to tell you guys, a little bit of stuff to talk about. Chime in if I don't get to your comments. I will at some point. Let's get started. Hold on. Turn this down a bit. Change up the beat. We'll get cracking. Okay. All right, providing my internet. We're going to see what the quality is like. I'm using my new Samsung S20. Facebook, say hi to Instagram. That being said, I've got my old phone tied to a bottle of baby powder. So, news-wise, quite a bit of stuff actually. Did a whole 18 minutes in French. I believe we'll be able to talk. So first I'll start with the shit that we know for an absolute fucking fact is going to be going down. And then I'll talk about the stuff that might possibly happen. And then I got a couple tidbits of news for you guys. So first up. Going down in the Dominican Republic, May 30th. It's a lock. Every fighter on the card is going to be from the Dominican, so there's not much to worry about there. As far as the fights are concerned, they don't have everything put on BoxRec yet. However, the WBA will be there because the vacant WBA super flyweight title is going to be on the line. ESPN's going to be showing it. So that's Saturday, May 30th. It's 100% happening. The only new cool thing, I guess, is even during the weigh-ins, the fighters are going to have to be through a plexiglass. So the face-offs are going to be through a plexiglass. But, I mean, they're going to follow all the other rules. They had to put up all the rules and things the WBA wants done in order for the fight to happen. All right. So, that leads us to Mexico, Michoacan. Lovely place. Roy Jones Jr. Promotions is actually going to have an event. Right now, they're talking to officials. It looks like it's actually going to happen. We'll see what actually goes down, but right now it's still a go. All the fighters and opponents are from Mexico, so I mean, no big deal. Guys, as usually, this is only on Facebook, so if you're tuning in now, I'm actually on Facebook at the same fucking time, because I'm kind of fed up of uploading here, uploading there, and I just wanted to give this a shot. That being said, if you have any questions or comments and I miss out on it, I will get to it at some point. This will be up on Facebook and obviously Instagram for a little while. The Facebook one will be up longer. That being said, Michoacan, we've got Roy Jones Jr. There's not a lot of names going on here, but at least there are fights to actually talk about. That is Saturday, so for us here in Montreal, that will more than likely be in the afternoon. Now, Texas is also another state that is clear, and they have a fight lined up. We'll see. Right now, it seems like everything's a go. Everybody's already been in Texas for this whole time, so we'll see what happens, but that will be in Odessa on the 30th as well. June 5th from Houston, Texas, we've also got an event. Now, like I said, Texas did just go back to normal life, so we'll see how long that holds up for and if the commission lets the fight go through. I want to point out that card in Houston, though. There is a heavyweight I got my eye on. Definitely an interesting cat. Let me see if I could say his name right. Erzin Rustimi. Doesn't have a nickname. I would like to give him one. Erzin is 13-0 with 11 KOs. Definitely an interesting lad. He's about 6'4". Listen, definitely got my eyes open on any undefeated heavyweights to feed to our lion, Arslanbek Makhmudov. That being said, June 6th on the Fight Network, Fight, F-I-T-E, app, there's going to be an event in Kansas. Again, same thing. Kansas has relaxed its laws. We'll see what happens with that. The UFC has an event slated for the 30th of May, but hold on, let me take a puff of this. I'm going too quick. The 30th of May, the UFC is supposed to have an event in Las Vegas, Nevada. However, Las Vegas is talking about only opening up maybe, possibly, the 1st of June. So, that being said, should they not open on the 1st of June, Dana White's already made it clear he plans on going to Arizona. Yet again, another place that has opened up and looks to be going back to regular business. Here, let me get to these real quick. Whoa. 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 And whoa. All right. So, like I said, ESPN's been pushing hard for events, and they've got that event at the mid-June mark for another Nicaragua show with Buffalo Boxing. Definitely something to look forward to. But Top Rank is talking about doing an event in Las Vegas June 9th. They've already secured the MGM Grand. He's got everything locked up. All his paperwork's been turned in. He put down all the plans and infrastructure that they're going to demand and put in place in order to keep fighters safe and the event safe. It's going to be a no crowd event. Looks like it's going to be televised directly onto ESPN Plus. He's looking to do an event, 4 fights every 2 days. If he can start up in June, he's more than likely going to be able to do that. Now, a little closer to home, Golden Boy, who's been very quiet as of late, they're talking possibly having an event July 4th, big weekend in the States. It makes sense. Canelo, who recently just stated that he wouldn't mind fighting in an event that would have no crowd. Anthony Joshua stating that he's okay with it, and they'd both be okay with a pay cut, which is, good on them. Thank you for not being greedy. You're already well paid, and we appreciate you. That being said, Golden Boy is looking to start back up July 4th. Now, my little birds are telling me that they're talking to the armed forces, and they're possibly going to do some sort of deal where they have a couple events on some naval bases or an army base or something of the like in order to raise morale for the troops and for people that are actually helping out, like first responders and whatnot. So that's a good look, and if it brings boxing back, I am all fucking for it. Now, if we head across the pond, things are a little crazier. I'm not sure if the commission's going to sign off on this, but Eddie Hearn's a motherfucker. Now, I've said it before, he's already was a rich kid. His father made a lot of money, but he's made boatloads on his own, and he's got a giant palatial, house with acreage, and it looks like he's looking into hosting events on his actual land, in the backyard, so to speak. He's put up pictures and whatnot. I mean, if Dana White can talk about a fight island, Eddie Hearn can talk about having a backyard barbecue boxing event. In the world of what ifs, I did mention what if Conor McGregor versus Terence Crawford would go down. Considering ESPN is good on both ends, it could be a 2-fight deal. Have an MMA fight and a boxing fight. I would recommend having the MMA fight first, seeing how I'm confident Bud Crawford will knock Conor McGregor out. That being said, it would still be something interesting to do with Bud, considering that all the guys in his weight class that are worth a damn are all over at PBC. And although most promotions are working well together, it seems like ESPN and PBC just can't make friends. Next, Chino Maidana. If you get a chance, go check out Chino Maidana's Facebook page. Holy sweet fuck. Honestly, The guy's he was about 187. He was supposed to have a fight at 187, but with this whole corona and the crisis and whatnot, he's been working out like a motherfucker. So he's talking about like maybe he'll even go back down to 147. Now I don't know about that, but 160 is definitely feasible for him. So if Chino Maidana, who apparently is still okay money wise, is getting back in shape and wants to come back, I see no issue with it. I would actually love to see a David Lemieux versus Chino Maidana. That would be fucking ape shit for me. Last but not least, a whole 12 minutes, guys. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry there ain't much to talk about, but at least I got a few things. First time trying it out on Facebook and Instagram at the same time live. That way I don't have to re-upload it. We'll see how it goes. Trying out my new Samsung. The quality of the French version was just garbage. So we'll see what happens when I do all of this shit. But last thing I'm going to leave you guys on, if you get a chance, go to Punch and Grace or go to the Eye of the Tiger Facebook page and go check out. It's in French. They asked me for my top 5. Now, a lot of people mentioned that I didn't mention David Lemieux. I mean, David's at a point in his career that he doesn't need me talking about possible matchups and where his career is going to go. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. Same goes for Stephen Butler, who's already fought a world title fight. I was talking more about the people that would potentially fight for a world title as, soon as possible. Who was most likely to fight for one soon? Because there are a couple of other guys that I mentioned, like Arthur Ziadanov or Artem Arganazayan, that are just on the cusp as well. So, I mean, there's a huge lineup over there. If you get a chance, I would really love to beat out the other journalists that got asked to do the top 5. I'm a little competitive like that, seeing as how I don't actually have a job doing this. But that being said, I'm on track to do a little over 5,000 as of right now. It would be nice if any of you out there have a chance, go and fucking share it. So that is it for me this week. That has been me rambling about boxing. And, Dana White had his UFCs and that broke the ice. So I guess somewhere boxing owes Dana White a big thank you. Crazy as it seems. That is it for me. Everyone be nice to each other. Be kind. I'll see you guys soon.